Hello, good morning, good afternoon. What y'all doing? Hi, this your boy James, and you're watching my channel, Watch Your Mouth Reviews, where I'm here to give my honest review while trying to watch my mouth. Not gonna happen this video, but that's all right. We'll live to fight another day. Joining me as always is my co-host, Mrs. Best.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, and yes, y'all make sure you subscribe to Mrs. Best's channel. Her information is in my description box as well as in the live chat. Go ahead and subscribe to my girl because any recaps or reviews that I don't do on my channel personally, 9 out of 10, we cover together on her channel. We have Real Housewives of Beverly Hills coming up and Love and Hip Hop Miami, which is going to be a great season. I can already feel it. So, without further ado, y'all are here for Belle Collective Season 5, Episode 1. The Bells are back. This is called Correctile Dysfunction. And dysfunction was definitely a word that I can describe this episode in. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you like the video, get the algorithm going, and we're going to get into this episode. So the episode actually starts off with Aikisha. She is driving to Ferris Street, and we understand that the building that she wanted to buy actually got approved in her proposal. So she actually is in the building. And what we learned from her is that Willie, her husband, wanted to go back up north. They have a business out there, so they really were trying to put the main focus on that. So when Akeisha got her proposal, she told Willie, I got to go back to Jackson because we got the approval. So they're going to live. I don't necessarily call this bi-coastal technically, but it is. They're going to live a bi-coastal life. She's going to be in Jackson. He's going to be up in New York. So they're going to live that kind of life. Sophia So Gucci Shantae brings her behind up there, and they hug out, they catch up, and Akeisha asks her, have you talked to any of the Bells? And she goes, no, I haven't talked to anybody except for Letitia, and I think she said Marie. I think those are the only two people that she's kept in contact with. She doesn't talk to Latrice. And Tambra, she was pretty surprised that Tambra actually showed up. So there was a situation where they did, I think it's called a peace hearing. I think that's what that's called, where, because, she was pressing charges against Selena Johnson, who is JJ's ex-wife from Bring It. She was pressing charges against her, and we learned from Selena later on the episode that the courts narrowed it down to just a no contact order. So neither one of them got any criminal charges. Joseph Felton, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for being here today. We appreciate you. So when I was hearing that Tambra showed up as a character witness or a subpoenaed witness, whatever, I don't know how a priest court system works. I don't know how that works. So that's not my type of law that I studied. So I don't know what that is. But directly, I wasn't surprised because Tambra was there. She was literally in the middle of y'all. So why wouldn't she be there as a witness? And Latrice, I'm not surprised either because that was her event. So I don't know what you're so surprised about, Sophia Soguchi Shantae. I think you're just trying. I think you really thought you was gonna get this lady, and you didn't. That was my opinion on it. How did you feel about that, Mrs. Best?
Listen, first of all, So Gucci looked like she done aged about 10 years. She looked like one of my Nana's colleagues. And then separately from that, she does this. She talks about stuff, I think, too soon. You got to process stuff. You don't got to constantly talk about situations. But I will say this. You were so busy hating on Selena and talk about this yo platform because you was jealous of her because she was on Bring It and you didn't get to be. And now she's on the show. Even with the no contact order, they still casted her ass. So that's what you get. Be
Because a no
careful who you
contact order
hate.
is not a restraining order. Technically, you can be in the same room with a no
Yeah,
contact.
you just can't talk.
You just can't
Yeah,
talk
she not
unless
bothering
the
you.
person approaches you.
Which
So
here's the thing, Selena do not bother. So Gucci, it does not seem that way at that event. So Gucci is the person who was negative. Selena was trying to be positive. So Gucci inside decided to put negative, hateful energy into the universe, and she got back right what she put into it. But she caused that on herself, and I think the court knows that and has probably looked at the film and was like, you know what, these bitches just don't need to be around each other. But
person doesn't need to be speaking.
Yeah, because if
Oh,
they really felt like Selena
mhm.
assaulted her and broke the law, they would have done something. This Mississippi, they would have done something.
Absolutely. And they even pulled back footage because you know they had hidden footage of Selena, not Selena, so Gucci, Shantae, Sophia saying, "I'll throw this drink in your face." So you just threatened her with that right there. So I don't know how you think by you pressing charges when you're the person who started it in the first place. I don't know how you thought you were going to win that. I don't know where in what court system you thought that was going to happen. You were trying to prove a point and it didn't work. So congratulations to you, Sophia Shantae Soguchi, whatever you want to be called this season. You didn't win. So Aikisha says, okay, well, what I'm about to do is I'm going to invite all of the ladies to a what she called it a collective correction, and could nobody say what this was. Everyone was saying the word. I said, "Oh Lord, that country just getting to y'all with y'all speech patterns. Y'all can't even get the shit together." So she sent out a massive text message, and they leave off on this scene. The next thing we see is we see Letitia. She is pulling up at a house that her and Glenn own. I don't know if it's, I don't know. They might own this house. I don't know. The fence was raggedy. He was in there painting, and she's coming up in there. Letitia, I, I need you to get. I don't know whose wigs you wearing. I don't know if you're just trying to be mean to Latrice. I don't know what it is, but I need you to stop wearing these wigs, please. Please stop wearing these wigs. But they're talking about how their relationship is still not back on track. They were supposed to do a vow renewal, but they have so much shit to work on. Carlos, I'm not interested. This is now season 5 of this shit. I'm not interested in this no more. Either they're gonna be together or they're not. You need to give her the ultimatum. I don't care about their relationship in channels because it's been this way this entire time. They either need to shit or get off the pot because I'm not here for this. I don't care. I want to see the business. Letitia has a whole bunch of other school businesses. Why are we not seeing it? Where is their actual house at? Where is that at? Or are they living in this
In
house?
an
And
apartment. Their actual home is in probably a very nice apartment community with many amenities, such as a pool, a fitness area, and nothing's wrong with that. But in their mind, there's something wrong with that.
I'm just saying, I don't care about this. I don't like this is annoying. So she begins talking that Aikisha sent a text message saying that she would like to get all the bells together. Letitia said outside of Marie, she really hasn't talked to anybody. You know, she wants to make up with Latrice because she does miss her a lot. And I was like, oh, so you do miss her. So she wasn't that bad as a friend as you said she was if you miss her so much. Because let me tell you something right now. I thought I was somebody who was shady towards me. I'm not going to miss them at all. So
Letitia, the way she was standing up over Latrice, like, I don't know how they do things in Mississippi, but if females start standing up over me like that, I'm gonna think you wanting to fight me or that upset.
right.
So I think that she did too much and crossed the boundary. But of course, now she want to run, and I want to be her friend again because the cameras are back. I want to see your actual house. I don't want you to talk about your marriage anymore. Stop pretending like you don't like this man when you know you giving it to him whenever you can. I want you
Mhm.
to invest in, some Rastafari, some Dina Kelly, whatever you got to do. Put some box braids in there, some French braids, something of that nature. And I want for her to address this weight because she either needs to buy clothes her actual size and accept that she is in plus size, or she or she needs to just lose weight because it looked like every time Letitia put on clothes like the buttons is struggling, and it's not the clothes and it's not her weight. Just buy clothes that fit your size.
I don't know. I don't know about like what she thinks. Like I don't know where her mindset is. Like when she looks in the mirror, I know she don't think, "Oh, I did this today. Let me go show everybody else." I don't know if that's what her
That
plan is.
lash was ready to fly
I
away
mean, it was hanging
from
on by
her
a
eyebrow.
thread. It
It
was
was
like
it
it
was
was.
the last of the Mohicans, that lash. I
I was
can't.
like, Lord Jesus. And what else happened between her and Glenn? I didn't already lost my train of thought. Let me
The
look at
same
this.
shit that happened season after season. She act like she don't like him. And then we notice she really like him. They go through stuff on camera, and then when they off camera, they getting along. I'm sick of these people.
I
What
need
does she
somebody.
do aside from the book? They didn't even give us an update. How many sales did the side chick book get?
I don't
What
know. I,
like
I heard word on the curb, and this is allegedly. I heard she's a Bell's bondsman. That's what her real life job is. That's what I
lean
heard.
into that? That's more interesting. That's
Exactly.
more
That,
relatable. Why is she trying to be this extra person? Even the way she speaks, just everything she does feels disingenuous. Her, Gucci, and Marie, about everything they say feels just disingenuous. Why am I back here, James?
because we need the content and we need to get this channel growing. So this is why we're here. So that was pretty much, they're trying to fix up a house that they own that they're neither one of them is living in, even though that look like they have furniture up in there. I think they're living in this house personally. I think this is what their living conditions is. I do. I believe it. I'm sorry. Because last season we showed her getting ready at her building. And it was like, why you ain't getting ready at your house? Why can't we ever see you at your house?
It
We
looked like the house that you had. There was a live a few seasons ago that we did, and you had shared the screen and showed the house that people are saying that they allegedly live in and why they won't show it on the show. But then this house looked like that house that you had showed on the live. So you very well may be right. Just admit that y'all remodeling what you got.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like it meant to either one or two things. Either y'all can't afford the mortgage every month and y'all renting it out to sustain that and maybe take three or $400 on the back end. I know somebody who does this. That's why I know like that could be very much a thing where you can't afford your mortgage. So you rent the house out for maybe $500 more than what the mortgage is. The leasing company's going to take 10%. So then you're left with $200 or $300. I know a couple who does this. I really do. If they live in an apartment, but they own a home, they can't afford the mortgage. So what they do is they rent it out. They actually got a tenant in there. I think the tenant's paying like 2,200 and the mortgage is 1,800. So they're taking a couple $100 off the back end and just paying rent at got a 2 bedroom house with 2 bedroom apartment with their and a daughter. It's it's very explainable. You see how I just did that? Y'all can do that too. Like, I'm just sorry. Like, that's just silly to me. They're both silly. But I'm gonna get off of them. Is there anything you want to say about them other than that? Because we're gonna move on.
Hell no.
All right, perfect. So the next thing we have is Latrice. Latrice is pulling up to our new restaurant that she's opening. It's called Taste, and she, goes in there. She's talking to the manager, and in walks in Selena Johnson, who is JJ's ex-wife. JJ is currently married to Sophia Shante, so Gucci, whatever the fuck she wants to be called this season. So she walks up to Latrice, and they hug it out because apparently Selena is going to be the bar manager for the restaurant. And one thing about Selena stay working because she got about 50 jobs. She says she's also a bail bondsman. She owns a online boutique with her daughters. And what else does she do? She does something else. I don't know. I forgot the other thing that she does. But from what Latrice said, that she makes $100,000 or six figures on bartending alone, which I can believe because I know bartenders are well that also make that kind of money too. I tried to do it, wasn't my thing, but I might get back into it. We'll see. But they begin talking, and she, saying that she hasn't talked to any of the girls, but got a text from Aikisha about the whole corrective collect. Now I'm saying it wrong because I'm too busy laughing at how they said it. It is collective correction. That's what it was. So, she brings up So Gucci to Selena, and Selena says, "So who?" She goes, "Oh, what she want to be called?" She goes, "I don't know." And that's when Selena let out the bag that she, had a no contact order with her. So, they're not going to be in any close proximity with each other, which is a lie because y'all on the show together. But, hey, we got to keep it fun. I'm happy Selena's on the show because I did like her. I didn't know anything about her. I didn't watch Bring It Y'all. Unfortunately, that wasn't my kind of show. But I did like her when she came on last season and was getting Gucci together. So I felt like, you know what? Hey, she will be perfect for the show. So I'm glad that Carlos brought her on finally. How you feel about Selena being on the show, and how you feel about her and Treese and everything that's going on?
I think it's good. Listen, so Gucci, whatever the hell, She wasn't thinking about her husband. She wasn't thinking about the so-called stepchildren she claims to care so much about and have been there for. She was just blind in jealousy. I think they was both wrong, in my opinion, with the fight as a whole overall. Uh, so yeah, I listen. Selena has every right to be there because So Gucci, JJ, these other women, they was all just speaking about her. And then the thing of it is that Selena naturally has relationships with a lot of these women individually, separate from her ex husband and all of that. And it's like So Gucci wants people to forget it. So it's like y'all talked about her so much. Now look, now she's on the doggone show. So I think it's good that she's here. Uh, you can tell that she's just kind of like, I'm here, I'm doing what I do. This what happened with the situation versus So Gucci, who seems to be like trying to clean up because I know that she was not really received well from the audience and all of that. So yeah, I'm glad Selena's here. We'll see what it does. And Latrice needs an ally because they do like to gang up on Latrice. They do like to
Mhm.
gaslight her, and Latrice does not always handle it correctly. It's like she gets backed into a corner and starts wigging out. So I think it's good to have Selena back and somebody else who I know you'll get to later.
Absolutely, you know that I will. So, moving on from there, we then have a scene with Marie. Marie then finally bought her a car. She ain't in that utility van no more. Look at God. Won't he do it? It's nice to see millionaires pulling up in Dodge Challengers. So, Marie has a day with her daughter and grandchild. You know, that's the grandchild that her son had, the baby mother who was unfortunately shot and killed. I believe that's the grandbaby of that, the son of that mother. So, you know, that story still hurts me to this day because that is a crazy situation that that baby was in that car when that mom was being shot. That's still, oh my God, when I think about that and then I see that little boy, I'm just like, oh man, that's crazy. So, they're at the park playing, and Marie's cousins joined. You know them. She got her cousin Maria, and she has a cousin named Latanya or Latoya, but she goes by Sue. I said, how the hell you get Latoya or Latanya to equal Sue? But okay, maybe she looked like Aunt Sue, and that's why we call her Sue. I don't. Maybe I don't know how that confused the hell out of me. But moving on, you know, they're talking to Marie, you know, saying that they're having a party for another family member, but she doesn't want Marie to come. And Marie was like, "Why does she want me to come? Like, we good. Like, I gave her a job at my firm and everything. Like, why does she not want me there?" And the cousins looked at each other and looked at Marie, and they said, "Because you feel like you better than us." And Marie was like, "Well, how do I do that?" And she goes, "I don't know." She goes, "Well, how long have you been working for me?" And Sue said 15 years. And she goes, "Okay, then." She goes, "I don't think I'm better than anybody. I just have success and I'm, you know, enjoying the ride of my success." And I was like, not y'all finna have me be on Marie's side this first episode. Really? So y'all, I don't want to say this, but Marie is right. Marie is right. I'm sorry. Her success does not mean that she looks down upon y'all. It does not mean anything. It means that she has access and success because she has built her life up to have it. And y'all could have maybe done the same thing, maybe did something different, or find your passion, use her resources. Because I'm sure I would have if I had a family member who had access. I'm going to networking events with them. I'm building my own brands. I'm maybe owning my own practice since I've worked in hers for 15 years. I can build up my own because I know the ins and outs of the business. Y'all could easily do that. So the fact that they were sitting there trying to make Marie feel bad about her success was really just killing me. I'm sorry. Mrs. Best, how did you feel about that scene?
Murray, don't bring them people on my TV no more. Who
I did.
told Who told her to put on that jumpsuit? They both had on some jumpsuits that was not doing it for me. The braid just all pulled up in the front with the white braided hair. Just in some strange bun hanging forward. I couldn't understand it. Now, I think it's important to understand too. I do feel like what they were saying, I feel like even before her success, Marie probably always acted and felt a little better than some of her family members. She does give that, but at the same time, her money is her money. Her success is her success. She don't owe them nothing. And I think a lot of families, no matter where you from, what your skin color is, or how you grew up, a lot of families say, "Oh, if my sister's successful, then I'm automatically gonna just be okay." When no, it's not that way. You have your life to live, and you need to build your own foundation. If they choose to share with you, that's nice, but they don't have to do that. So the expectation of that is strange, and she did make a point. It's like, I gave you a job and you're still mad at me because of my attitude. Where is the thankfulness? Why are you not grateful? Why are you concerned about my attitude? You didn't care about my attitude when you needed some money or when your paycheck was clearing. Now you care about my attitude. So this just sounds like normal family woes. But yeah, I don't think Marie is wrong with this one. They
She's not. And it's so unfortunate because I and like I said, I get both sides of it too. I do understand that sometimes some people, when they get success, they begin to smell themselves. They do, and it's kind of
Mhm.
like, well, at the same time, maybe they deserve that right. Marie can only do so much to help her cousins. Things just worked out in her favor. Why do I have to come off of the top to stay at the bottom with y'all? That
Yep.
was my point. That was thank
Yep.
you, Mr. Felton, because that is my point. I was like, look,
It's her success. She don't
her
have to share
success
shit.
and life can work in many different favors and ways. You may find your niche and become successful. This, let me tell y'all something. Me and Mrs. Best have been doing this almost. It'll be what, 2 years in April, I believe. Yeah, it'll be 2 years in April. I still am not monetized here on YouTube to this day, but that doesn't mean tomorrow or next week that won't happen for me. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying and I'm going to keep doing something. Find your niche. This may not be for me, and I may just be doing this just to be with my best friend. And I'm grateful for that. I really am. I'm grateful that me and Mrs. Best are able to do this. And this really is just another form of way, even though we call each other all the time, we text all the time. This is another way we communicate and doing something that we both love doing. And we did this even before we had YouTube channels. We did this. So it's kind of like we're just sharing that world with y'all. So the cousin kind of made me mad because it was kind of like, okay, she found her niche, she found her success. Y'all can do the same. Y'all don't know. And then another thing I didn't like about that is y'all don't know what she had to go through in the beginning of her success to get where she is. She may have to go through hell. She may have gotten no 100 times. She may have loans she's still paying off. You don't know what really is like what her real life is. Like nobody really knows because not everyone shares that part. So I don't know. It's just something about them cousins that rubbed me the wrong way. I agree, Mrs. Desmarie. Don't bring them on the show no more.
All right. You don't work for her for 15 years and you on here crying.
Yeah, that was
Stop it.
that was terrible. I'm sorry. That made me mad. I was like, oh wow, I can't do this. I can't do this, y'all. Like this was crazy. So moving on from there, because I didn't spend too much time on this. Moving on from there, it's the day of Aikisha's little collective correction little situation. They still can't get the terms right. But everyone shows up with the exception of Marie. Marie's not there yet. They don't know if Marie's coming or not, but Aikisha's showing them around the building and they're going to open up whatever lounge they have in New York. They're going to bring one to Jackson. So they're going, and the man was showing them, where the sitting lounges is going to be, the bar, everything. And Aikisha's really excited and they're all happy for her that she was able to obtain, this building. I was looking at Letitia's face the entire time because I wanted to see if it cracked because she was able to do. Now, I don't know if it's open today. I was going to be messy and see if it's open today. I don't think it is, but StreamYard unfortunately is having an issue with sharing screens right now. They have a big ass blue sign that says right now nothing is working, so I can't show y'all. So next episode we'll see if it's open. I'll get the name of the lounge they have in New York and see if it's open in Jackson yet. And see where she is with it. But they go sit down. She has charcuterie and drinks for them and everything. And the ladies kind of sit in a collective circle and, they're pretty much hashing out the issues of what they have. One issue that surprised me is that Aikisha calls out Letitia and said that her and Glenn were trying to hook Willie up with a side chick and had them slip into the DMs. And Letitia's like, "No, I didn't do that. No, that was not us. We did not do that." She goes, "Oh, okay. Well, that is what Latrice told me. Is that y'all were trying to do it. Now, Latrice, now you know I don't even know that man. I don't know how that would have happened. Like, I don't tell women to go and marry men, DMs and everything." And I'm looking at Letitia like, a simple no, I didn't do that would have worked just fine. We don't need the theatrics and the,
Right.
look guilty as hell.
I don't believe her either. You wrote a book called Side Chicks Are Winning and then tried to send one.
I can very much so believe that. And I think Aikisha believed it too. She just doesn't care because, she was a football wife. Y'all, come on, now y'all know athletes. Come on, we got a whole series called Basketball Wives where that's all they talked about was with other women sleeping with their men, and then some of them sleeping with other wives as men too. So I don't know. I kind of believe Latrice. I kind of believe that that did happen. I don't think it was successful. That's how I'll put it. I don't think that there was any success in them doing it. I think that it was probably something to be spiteful. Maybe Willie said something one day. I don't know, but I can 100% believe it because it was Letitia's whole situation of her saying, "No, that wasn't me," and just going off the deep end when you didn't even have to do all that. You can say, "No, I did not do that. I would never." And that's all you need to do. So Aisha ain't tripping about that. She's, going forward. And then we move on to Gucci and her situation with Tambra. And she tells Tambra, I forgot Tambra was there. Tambra. Y'all know I don't like Tambra. So, I'm not going to even really mention her too much. But her baby girl is beautiful. I'm so happy for Tambra. And, she's hosting, doing all these beautiful things. Good for you, Tambra. We champion you here. I may not care for you, but I still want you to win. But Gucci was calling on Tambra for being a character witness in the peace court that they were doing. And Tambra was all like, "I was contacted by a family friend attorney, and he was telling me the cases. And Selena is my friend, and I was there. So I definitely was going to show up." And, I was asked. And Gucci was like, "No, I don't care about all of that. I just felt like we shouldn't have had no character witness at all." And it was like, "Well, Gucci, anything to keep me from going to jail, I'm going to do it, regardless of how you feel, what type of court system you were trying to bring this up in. If it prevents me from going to jail, I'm going to do it." So if she was there, which she was, she's coming to court to testify or to write a statement or whatever it is that they need her to do. She's going to do it. The same thing with Latrice. They're going to do that, regardless of how you feel. So I kind of felt like Gucci was tripping. She really was. She was tripping. You were feeling some type of way because you knew you had no leverage. That's all that was. She had no leverage, and she wanted to get mad at Tambra because Tambra had the leverage because she was there. And Tambra even said at that reunion, "I didn't think they were serious. I was laughing with them because I thought they were playing with each other." It wasn't until she said that she was going to throw a drink in her face that I said, "Oh shit, it's getting serious." So I'm like, Gucci, stop with all this. I can't deal with her, y'all. I can't stand Gucci. I really can't. I can't stand to see some old bitter ass lady in happy circumstances. Unless they're not really happy to begin with, Gucci. Unless you bullshitting with
The
us.
thing that wilds me out is these ladies knew Selena before Gucci, so the fact that Gucci expects the loyalty to come her way is wild. If anything, you should expect people not to want to pick a side because they know both of you. But
Right.
off the strength that they know Selena longer than you, come on. She just wants, in my opinion, to be chosen, but she's going about it like in the wrong way. So Gucci just gives an old ass pick me. She needs to stick to selling houses, be successful in that, be successful in your own right, and stop worrying about your ex's ex, who also has her own man.
Right. Exactly. So it's so weird. She's weird. So then the situation comes up between Gucci and Latrice. And, her being there and her feeling like, Latrice actually took a bigger step and said, "Look, I didn't invite Selena there on no ish. I was just, inviting her because she's my friend. If you felt like I invited there to antagonize or to show you up, then I apologize for that because that was not my intent. And I was really surprised that Latrice apologized because I wouldn't have apologized. Y'all are both my friends. And if y'all in the whole situation that y'all are in cannot be amicable for me, then the hell with both of you. But I'm not gonna not invite my friends.
So Gucci wants a moment though, and I feel like Latrice may be finally realizing a lot, especially the way
Mhm.
everybody at the reunion turned on her. I feel like Latrice definitely peeps that, and in some ways, it's easier and smarter to just apologize because now the lady can't continue to have a moment and cry and talk about herself on camera. You got what you wanted, now move the hell on.
Absolutely. And that was, and this is Letitia. This shit cracked me up. She goes, "Oh my gosh, I feel like this was so good, with the collective of everybody, I love all of you guys, and I really want, us to be in a great space with each other. And Latrice, I would like to invite you out because I think we need a one-on-one." And Latrice looked at her and just nodded her head like, "Mhm." Like, you could tell there's still very much hurt feelings there because you did attack her with Marie. So she's already on guard. And like Mrs. Best said, they do have a tendency to all kind of gang up on her. And she's tired of it, and I would be too. So they end up on a good note. They start taking pictures or whatever. Marie says that she couldn't be there, and Marie said she wanted to be there to try to resolve it. I said, "Sure you did, Marie. I ain't buying it." But they all take pictures and they kind of leave off on the nest. So how did you feel that Aikisha's even go? Do you think that they really did resolve the issues, or do you think they just put pins in
No, not at all. The problem is when it comes to Latrice, everybody wants to gang up on her and all of these things and get her to admit stuff, but they don't want to admit any fault still. Nobody really did. So Gucci, I feel like she had some type of resolution, oddly, with people. She got her apology, and now the lady's a part of the show, so there's not much that she can do and say anymore. So I don't feel like there'll be too much from her. But in terms of the group, like the fact that Marie wasn't there is a red flag for me. Whenever Marie is away, these women are able to get along.
it?
The moment that Marie is back, especially if the Marie is there with Letitia, because to me, Letitia is Marie's robot.
Yeah.
It, then nothing happens, nothing gets done. But without Marie, I mean, they're able to get along and be okay. And that also, unfortunately, though I don't like Marie, it shows that she may be good for the show because she will keep the drama going. But the fact that she wasn't there, I don't think shit's going to be resolved. It'll come back up.
Oh, absolutely, definitely will. So, the last and final scene of the show, which is my favorite part of this show, we have Latrice going up to get her teeth cleaned, and she's at Mint Dentistry, and you guys know Mint Dentistry is known by none other than Dr. Antoinette, who is my favorite from season one. She was my favorite. I was so mad when she left. Y'all, if you guys go back to my previous recaps of Belle Collective, I have said they need her back on the show. They need her, and I don't even mind the white lady that was with her to come back on the show. I don't really care. Dr. Internet brought it season one. She really did. And I was happy to see her. I really was. I was smiling. She looks great, even though she was working all day. And Latrice caught up and said, "Hey girl, do the scene with me real quick." And like Mrs. Best said, Latrice is recruiting backup because she knows she needs it. She knows this season, since last season, they all ganged up on her and really used the fact that she's not as mature as the rest of them against her. So what she's going to do, she got Selena and she got Antoinette. And Antoinette and Selena are friends. So this is definitely the backup that she needs because we know that.
Further proof with Antoinette and Selena being friends that Selena knows this cast separate from So Gucci, so I don't want to hear this woman complaining about this other woman no more being on this show. This is not your platform, it's your employer. That's all.
For real. So they begin talking and she catches them up. She asks if she knows So Gucci. She goes, "No, I don't know her. I don't know any of the Bells." So she doesn't know Aikisha, she doesn't know Gucci, and she doesn't know who else is there. Oh no, she does know Tambra. Her and Tambra got into it season one. So she knows Tambra. She goes, she's not really feeling Tambra, which we understand Dr. Antoinette because I don't like her either. And she says she got a problem with Letitia. And I had forgot this, y'all, because season one was that was in 2020. So I didn't forgot about all this. But she said in season one, Letitia accused her at her opening of her practice that she was flirting with Glenn. I said, now, Letitia, we know damn well Antoinette was not flirting with no damn Glenn. She was getting him a drink, and I guess she had touched his hand. Maybe she was handing it to him and wanted to make sure he didn't spill it or something. And look, when it comes to my business, is yes, I'm gonna make sure you don't spill shit on my floors. The floors are just new. Make sure you okay and everything. So it could have been a gesture. But Letitia saying that she was flirting with Glenn and everything. Antoinette said she got a bone to pick with her. So she's going to do it. She said that she told Latrice, she goes, I will be there. And I said, "Ooh, now we got a show." Because I'm gonna tell you like this. I know she's not gonna be in every episode, y'all. She's gonna be a friend of the show. She said it on because her, Carlos, and Selena were on like this preseason show where they were watching back flashbacks of the episode, which was funny as hell. I was laughing at Antoinette the entire time because she was reading everybody, and I was happy for it. But I know she's not gonna be here full time. So dang, everybody pretty much knows Selena. Watch her be the MVP Belle of this season. Oh, I know she will be. I feel like I'm going to like her more than I like anybody else because she's coming with authenticity. We know that she's not new to this reality TV thing. She's a veteran in this. We know that she can read. We know she if shit need to pop off, she don't want to pop off. And I like that she has Latrice's back because I felt like Latrice needed an ally. She really did. Tambra is not going to do it. Tambra was not going to do. She tried. Tambra tried, but Tambra wasn't going to do it. We know Tambra just going to be, this, and all this. I ain't got time for that. I need somebody that's about it. And we know Antoinette was about it season one. She really was, and she looked like from the preview that I saw, Antoinette like she about it because she got in that lady's face and had her finger all in her face. And I'll say yes, get her, Antoinette. Don't lose your dental practice over this, but definitely get her. I can't wait till that episode airs. I'm so excited for it because finally somebody getting in Letitia's ass because somebody needs to do it. Because I feel like Letitia gets off all the time. And it's always because of this and women's empowerment and I want to see women win and everything. Meanwhile, you're the messiest one of them all.
If you want to see women win, you don't talk about it. You just uplift your friends, help them to be better. Women you don't know, you just practice being kind and humane in real life. You don't have to speak about what you do because people will naturally be able to see that and pick up on that. So I never buy anything Letitia says.
None of us do. We just realistically, Letitia's here for shits and giggles because we know ain't shit she do is authentic. Nothing. So she's here to be the laugh of the show, and I'm fine with that because I'm going to laugh at her because she looks ridiculous, and this all seems ridiculous. Her and Glenn's storyline this season. So I'm excited. I'm happy. Antoinette is like, don't let the pretty teeth right. And I'm glad, and also I'm glad Antoinette. It looked like she's gonna wear her real hair this season, and I'm so happy because season one, them wigs did scare me a little bit. They really did. So I'm
They
glad.
were terrible. They were
I'm glad she's
terrible.
wearing her hair. I'm because she has long ass hair. I said that in season one. She has long ass fucking hair. I don't know why she won't wear her hair. Maybe because no shops were open during the pandemic when they filmed season one. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
It's also hard if you a dentist. It's hard as hell to be combing and getting your hair done when you going into the office for 10 and 12-hour days.
Yes, especially when you on your own practice. Absolutely, it was. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. So we here for Dr. Antoinette, y'all. That's my favorite Belle of this entire series. I'm so glad she's back in some capacity. I don't care. I will take any little bit of part of this because I know she's gonna come with the real. But
I'm
that was
just glad they got Latrice allies. That's all I care
me
about.
too. Me too, because honestly, when it comes down to it, though, I was mad at everybody because of Latrice. Like, because I felt like they were ganging up on her and then using her immaturity because she can be immature at times and using that against her. I felt like that was wrong, especially for Gucci. It was a little bit of Aikisha and Latrice and Marie. I don't like that. That was crazy for me. It was more so I was mad at Aikisha at that reunion, if anything. That's why I don't see it for Aikisha. I don't really see it for any of them. I don't really see it for Latrice even because I feel like Latrice she does goofy shit. The only person I told you, the only person I liked was Antoinette, and she was gone. So I think I'm gonna like Selena though. I think I'm gonna love Selena this season. I didn't really know too much about her, But I think I'm gonna love her this season. So we'll see how this goes. But y'all, Belle Collective is back. I'm excited to do this show. Hi, Jim Bunny. Thank you for being here, love. We appreciate you. But I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for Belle Collective. This looks like it's gonna be a good season nonetheless. So yes, we got you finna cut out, Jim Bunny. I'm so sorry, but watch the playback, watch the replay. Shout out to all my replay gangs, y'all. Y'all be cutting it up in my comments, and I be loving interacting with y'all. But y'all already know that for show of season one of any reality show don't be hidden or nothing. Once the show starts getting more seasons, the fashions get a glow up. Yeah, true, 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 true. Yeah. But we're happy that this show is back, and I'm happy that the real OG of the show is back. Antoinette is back. Selena, I'm here for her. So far, I'm gonna give Akeisha another chance. I said she didn't really do too bad last season. She really didn't. She was okay last season until the reunion. That's what she pissed me off. Yes, we here. This is the Dr. Antoinette free channel. I live for that lady. I love her. So yes. But so far, Gucci, I don't see it for her. So there's nothing she can do that will revive her in my life, like in my lives. There's nothing she can do. Letitia, there's nothing she can do. Marie, nothing you can do. I'm pretty much them three. They can go. I Nothing they can do to revive. There's no redemption for them. Not on my channel. They would have to do some like
They're
crazy
also the
attack.
main root of all the problems in the collective going in every direction.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
they can definitely go. It's okay to bring drama and be messy, but when it gets to a point where people start trying to get physical or you're actually impacting people's marriages, children, lives, all of that, which they have done, then you can go.
Okay, Jimmy, she here for Gucci's okay. Okay, all right. We got a
Mm.
Gucci's okay. Okay, yeah. I'm not on that train, but have fun on the ride. But
Gucci, now that Selena is here, I think will be entertaining to see because I could just tell that makes her skin crawl.
she showed didn't that because Antoinette's from Detroit. And this is the now see this is what Stacey from Real Housewives of Potomac is supposed to be. Is this right here? You could be professional, demure, and everything, but you could be ready to check somebody and let them know I ain't the one to play with.
Preach. Let them know. Where's Shayna? We
Yeah,
both work
Shayna.
here. We both work in offices. Shayna be messaging me. I be telling her, like, girl, if they only
I
knew.
need to get in that group chat. Y'all don't be including me. I was playing.
I'm trying to tell you, working in the office is difficult. Working in the professional realm is difficult. But people, you can still get twisted. Don't let
That's
nobody.
why I don't work in offices no more because when I tell y'all I couldn't do it anymore, I was
They
like,
try you every day.
I'm trying to tell you, if it ain't the customers, it's the damn employees. I'm like, well, damn, I ain't winning on both spectrum. I need to eliminate that. That's why I'm back in warehouses because that's where I belong. Physical work. I'm telling you, physical, physical, physical. But yes, but we're gonna go ahead and end the live, you guys. I had a lot of fun. Love and Marriage Huntsville is supposed to be back tonight, from what I understand, or if it's
It
next Saturday.
is.
It
It's
is
tonight.
okay. So we'll be back tomorrow for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Um, and then I'm gonna work out Real Housewives of Potomac at some point. We'll work that out. But yeah, that was pretty much the episode, y'all. We're glad the show is back. Not from Detroit. She must. I feel like because she's a pretty girl and she's always been pretty. Like I was looking at high school pictures, she probably had to fight her whole life.
If you are nice or pretty, you
Hmm.
had to fight. You
Yeah.
just did. I don't know what that was, especially for her age and our generation. You
Right.
had to fight. You had to learn because girls
Hmm.
would be real jealous and just start messing with you.
Yeah, because Dr. Antoinette's our age. She's I think 35. She's around
Yes,
our
she
age.
is.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, you have to fight. And especially when you were just naturally pretty. Girls didn't like that. Girls
Nope.
didn't like that at all for whatever reason. Girls hated that. So I'm sure she's had to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think she went to a private school as well. So that's
Mm-hmm.
even worse than
Yes.
that's
I
even
empathize. Oh
yeah,
Lord.
that's even worse. So yeah, she definitely got some yes. She got battle scars for sure. Like if she don't, I would be shocked.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I want to see from Timber because Antoinette ain't. afraid to get into the ring. You know what? The problem with Tambra, Tambra's too worried about her image for me.
And nobody can. Tambra is
Nobody
not as
cares about that.
famous. You not Tambra in that wig is not as famous as they think they are.
Right. Tambra, I didn't know you before this show. I didn't know any of y'all before this show. You ain't no more special than anybody else. I'm pretty sure if you box in the ring, you could still go to Dish Nation on Tuesday and still work your job. Don't nobody care
Hell,
about you.
Portia did it.
Right. And still had her job. Tambra need to go somewhere. Tambra, if Tambra would be real, then I would like Tambra. But the problem is, I see Tambra from a mile away. Like she is so, I can't do Tambra. I
Yeah,
try.
Tambra, you could see like little glimpse of it when she was pregnant and they was testing
Hmm.
her.
That's what I
That
like
if
when she's pregnant.
we got to see the real Tambra, I feel like she could definitely spin it around and be that likable chick with the annoying voice. But she's too worried.
Tambra too
Keep it
worried.
real. Tell
She,
us you
she just
use that man to get your baby. T-
Tambra get on my nerves. Like she do. I just can't stand her. Like
Jim
ugh.
Buddy says she can go
She
and
can. Like
take.
honestly, I wouldn't miss Tambra if she left. I really wouldn't. Because I forgot to mention her this opening recap. I forgot to mention Tambra
She
because she
didn't
drove with
really.
Latrice.
She didn't give much. She didn't give much. She just didn't give much. I
I'm
don't
not
think
here, and I'm not here, but I'm telling y'all because y'all know how Tamara gonna be in the season. The mud, it's the mud, the mud. I can't stand that shit. I'm like, oh my god, here she go with this shit. Can't stand it. So
she
yes.
does look good though after having the baby because she just had that baby not long ago.
Hmm.
Thick weave.
Oh Lord, she Osoro. Sorry, Johnny.
Oh.
Sorry. I know that ain't a representation of what your story. I know that ain't the phone. I know y'all were all different up in there because that's a mess. I'm sorry. Tamara is just ugh. Five. Who called her Tamara Braxton? Someone called her Tamara Braxton, and I fucking hollered because she do look like she belongs.
I can't stand you.
She do like she
God.
belong with them. She do. Back when Tamara used to have a thick ass wig, she and Tawana. Oh yeah, she looked like she definitely blew Tamara Braxton. I don't know. I forgot who said it. I don't know who said it on here on YouTube. Someone definitely said that, but I can't remember. Whoever it is, drop it in my comments, and I'll shout them out every time I say Tamara Braxton. So, but that's about it, y'all. That was Belle Collective. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Mrs. Best gotta go. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it. We will be back tomorrow for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm excited because I miss. Well, I don't miss them, but I can't wait to get Trish together because y'all know I can't
Oh,
stand.
they've been all over Facebook and people been tagging me. Thank you, y'all. That's so
Yes.
cool. I need to make James a Watch Your Mouth Reviews Facebook page. I might do that genuinely. But them people have been the husbands or the fake husbands, whatever's going on. Drama.
Mm, I heard about it.
Drama. I can't. I can't. Trish and her arms need to go. I'm stressed out
Yes,
already.
I can't wait to talk about that tomorrow. But thank you, Jim Bunny. Thank you guys. Thank you, Joseph Felton, for being here. We appreciate you both so much. Bell Collective is back, and we will be back next week for the next episode. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.